seen a lot of videos with the Ford stuck in with the AC just blowing out on the defrost mode on the glass. I haven't seen any videos dealing with the issue of if you have the line that's going into the firewall to the controller broken. What you can do for the quickest check, if your AC is only blowing through the defrost and won't change, check for vacuum going into the firewall. This is the vacuum line that goes in the firewall. This terminates the connector. What you want to do is start the engine, run it, take this hose off. You can hear a hiss. Take a and you put it back in the stop. Take it out. That means you have vacuum to the controls, and the issue is inside of the truck rather than outside. If you take this line off and you have no vacuum, the issue is in the engine. You need to check all these connections, all these connectors. See, this one is broken. You have to put this back. Put this one back. Check all of these connections. Make sure all of these are solid, especially the rubber. If these are connected, then you have to check what's called the vacuum reservoir. That has a split loom tubing that goes through the fender, and it comes out underneath. You have to take your spar shield off, and it bolts up underneath. And now you can see like that. And you need to check these connectors. It's similar to what's inside the engine. And you check all these rubber lines, make sure they connected and stuff. This is a vacuum reservoir. Thanks Ford for putting it in such a convenient place. Yeah, underneath the fender. Take off your tire, take off your mud guard. Yeah. Thanks Ford. Okay. If you find that you have vacuum in right here that goes in, then you need to check some things inside of the vehicle. My issue was not the controls. My issue was I had a broken line from the firewall to the controls because some rats got in there and they was hungry. So what you need to do, because I was gonna take out this whole dash when I realized you don't have to. What you need to do next, what you could do next, you can make sure it's not this. Well, first of all, let's go on the next slide. You need to go up underneath you and inspect the rest of the vacuum tubing. Make sure all this is okay. This is the vacuum motor. Oh, excuse me. This is a vacuum motor that is responsible for switching the vacuum. When it pulls the vacuum from here, it pulls down that rod and actuates that level. Okay. What you can do is pull out your controls, and then pull off the vacuum connector. Pull off the vacuum connector, and make sure you have vacuum on this black line. This black line must have a vacuum. If you don't have vacuum, that means you have a break from the firewall to underneath the dash, which is my problem. You should have vacuum on this line. As long as the engine is running, you can take this connector off. If you don't, I'll show you what to do to bypass it. You can buy some, maybe about 8 foot of vacuum hose, but this is some aquarium. This is like an aquarium bubbler line. I just had it just as a quick test, and it was long enough. So you need to put the other end on the vacuum inside the engine, that little tube, so that you get vacuum coming out of this when the engine is running. Then what you want to do, you want to go back underneath here. Go back underneath here, and what you want to look for is this. I already cut it. You want to look for the black line that goes back that way towards the firewall, and you want to cut it. See how I cut it? I cut it right here. This is the one that goes back to the engine. You want to cut it right there, and you want to put your vacuum that's now going to be coming out from this line, because you connected the other one in the engine to this. See how it slips right in there? You want to put it right there. Yep, you want to put it right there, so that you have vacuum here now. Now when your engine is running, you should have control over the AC system. You should. I didn't see a video that shows how to bypass that line that comes in to the firewall, because other than that, you'll have to take off this whole dash. You have to take off the whole dash to bypass that. Just fish your new vacuum line into the through the fender, go through there, go through the fender, and go back into the engine. All right. Yeah. Right there. And let's start it up, and let's see if we have vacuum. Suck this line back up. Okay, if you look, you can see that I don't know if you can see that. See the door? Let's cut the AC on. See the door moving? Yeah, you can see the door moving. Let's kind of back off. Yep, it's moving now. So it works. So what you want to do, you just want to bypass the line from the firewall to that connector thing right there underneath the dash. Once you bypass that, you don't have to take down your whole dash.